is The Herd. Wherever you may be, however you may be listening, we are live in Los Angeles, iHeartRadio, Fox Sports Radio, and right here on FS1. This is the week before the Super Bowl. I am unbearable this week because I got a team I watched for 10 years in Connecticut, the New England Patriots, and just fell in love with their entire system. And I moved to L.A. and I get the Rams, and they're my local team, so I get to see them practice, play, and do all that stuff. It is a very good week. Joy Taylor is joining me. I am somewhat unbearable this week. I understand for the next 2 weeks you're going to have to tolerate me. And even my wife said a couple days ago, she said, I can't believe you got the Rams and the Patriots in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I mean, just can you start giving your attention to some other teams, you know?
Pretty good idea.
Give us a little remix.
Move to Jacksonville is what you're telling me?
Whoa.
Slow down.
Let's not get crazy.
Of course, that's Joy Taylor. Cole Beasley is a kind of a slot receiver for the Dallas Cowboys. He said yesterday the Cowboys front office pushes certain wide receiver targets to get the ball. Yeah, like Amari Cooper. He's way better. Okay. It's a little off-field story, and it got me thinking about the Dallas Cowboys. The Blue Bloods in the NFL, I mean, these are the old-time, well-run teams. Green Bay, New York Giants, Pittsburgh Steelers, Denver Broncos. They are very tip-top, well-run, meticulous in their attention to detail. No, actually, the Packers and the Giants, Pittsburgh and Denver are all sorts of drama. I mean, the Packers and Mike McCarthy, Aaron Rodgers, all sorts of drama. Giants are fear-based, can't get rid of Eli, should have 2 years ago. Pittsburgh makes more noise than, a Pearl Jam concert. And Denver, love John Elway, but I don't know. Something's not quite right there, starting with the quarterback spot. Dallas, though, viewed as dysfunctional, is becoming a little bit like the late 1990 New York Yankees. Yeah, the owner makes a lot of noise, but Posada, Jeter, Mariano Rivera, actually a really good core. Drafted very well. Right now, the Dallas Cowboys have the best stadium in the NFL, the best practice facility, the best linebacking duo, and I would say the best young defense in the National Football League. They found their franchise quarterback smartly in the fourth round. They have drafted exceptionally well. They had the best in-season trade with Amari Cooper. They've had one coach for 8.5 years. And, oh, by the way, Des Bryant was a little problematic. He's gone. And the offensive coordinator, not progressive. He's gone. I would put Dallas in a very exclusive club right now. And you can't base it all on championships. I mean, look at this weekend. A replay, Dee Ford's hands offside. Some of playoff football is coin flip stuff. But I would put Dallas in a group of 5 or 6 really well-run organizations. Philadelphia, New England, Rams, Colts, and Dallas. And you start looking around this franchise, and, George Steinbrenner made a lot of noise, and Jerry's got some vanity and a $250 million yacht, and he wants to go on radio every week like Steinbrenner did. But Dallas is built inside out like the smart teams. Found their quarterback in the 4th round. Patriots found theirs in the 6th. Seahawks found Russell Wilson in the 3rd. Draft, linebackers. The Blue Bloods, increasingly in this sport, are dripping blood. Packers are a mess. Giants fear-based. Pittsburgh, too much noise. Denver can't get its act together. I'd say Dallas right now is incredibly functional. Let me shift to this. The Cowboys, by the way, have trained for years in Thousand Oaks here in California. And we're going to see a Super Bowl with the L.A. Rams and the New England Patriots. Now, what I'm about to say, Los Angeles is the entertainment capital of the world. It is, believe it or not, the 5th largest economy in the world. I'm not joking. 210 countries. L.A.'s got the 5th largest. California, 5th largest economy in the world. And the L.A. Rams, that used to be formerly the St. Louis Rams, have become kind of the glamour franchise. Trades, divas, free agents, genius head coach, a lot of points. As pro athletes are getting more empowered and have more control over their careers, and as there is an intersection between pro athletes and entertainment, I mean, the two biggest NBA free agents in the last decade, LeBron ended up with the losing Lakers, and Kevin Durant came to California for the already great Warriors. Free agency has always been good to the NBA, and it's always been good to Los Angeles in the NBA. LA does well with free agency. Free agency is becoming a bigger deal in the NFL, and I think it's going to be a really big deal for the Rams. And I think what you're going to have, and I said this yesterday, about 70% of what I do for a living is reacting to what happened yesterday. But 30% of what I do on a daily basis is projecting and predicting what's going to happen tomorrow. I think that makes it more compelling as an audience, more captivating. And I think what is going to happen to the NFL is a little bit what drives some fans crazy in the NBA. We're going to see a separation of markets. And the Cincinnatis and the Green Bays and the Buffaloes are going to be at a massive disadvantage going forward because they cannot attract free agents. And just like Milwaukee and Orlando and Detroit, you know, they've had, over time, good runs. But over the last 10 to 15 years, as athletes are more empowered, the intersection of athletics and entertainment, the Milwaukees, the Orlandos, and the Detroits can't land free agents. And there is a gap in the NBA between the Silicon Valleys and the middle of the country valley. There's a big gap, and there's no denying it. Even a beautiful city like Toronto struggles to maintain and keep players like Chris Bosh and Kawhi Leonard. I think the NFL is going to start looking more like the NBA in terms of glamour markets, free agent markets, entertainment markets will be seen as a big advantage. And I said this for years. When you look at the Eastern Conference, it's mostly cold weather, and the NBA is a winter league. What is the one market in the Eastern Conference that attracts free agents? Miami. Miami's where stars go. No state tax. Nice, beautiful aqua water in the winter. And I think what you're seeing in the NFL, and I think with the Eagles and the Rams back-to-back going heavy into trades and free agency, going after stars, Brandon Cooks, Aqib Talib, Marcus Peters, and Ndamukong Suh, Dante Fowler, Sam Shields for the Rams. The NFL is clearly tweaking their league to be more star-driven, more glamour-driven, more entertainment-driven, more free agency-driven, and the Combine is moving to Los Angeles as well. I think what you see with the Rams is going to be duplicated, and I think it's the new NFL. Jay Glazer talked about this a year ago with the Philadelphia Eagles, how it's changed.
Last couple of years, free agency's been a bad game of fantasy football. But then all of a sudden, the Philadelphia Eagles happened last year. And the Eagles went out, and they got guys like Alshon Jeffrey and the Chris Longs, and then they traded for J.J. They almost played this game that has become taboo in free agency. And all of a sudden, Philly had success with it, and that's why I think you see all these teams this year, they have changed their ways. They're like, oh, because it's a what have you done for me lately league.
Yeah, I think we have two systems facing off in the NFL. The old guard New England, and they'll still be viable, and the new guard Los Angeles. And I said this a week ago. I said if the Rams beat the Saints and get into the Super Bowl, it's a copycat league. And I think combined with the Rams going heavy like the Eagles previously into trades and free agency, I think the NFL is tweaking its league. I mean, Jerry Jones, the most powerful owner, said, Oakland, you're moving to Vegas. St. Louis, you're moving to L.A. San Diego, I'll take you up in L.A. And it's created some dysfunction, but there's a reason they're all moving to entertainment capitals. Vegas is an entertainment capital. LA is an entertainment capital. It's never been about that in the NFL. NBA, we've always understood there's glamour markets and there's non-glamour markets. NFL, Green Bay, Buffalo, got to 4 Super Bowls, Cincinnati, just didn't matter. I think going forward, it's going to matter more. We got good stuff. Buy, sell, or hold. Chris Sims, Eric Mangini, TJ Hushmanzada. Good buy, sell, or hold today. Don't go anywhere. Don't let your age define you, and don't let your age beat you. Time to refine your prime with M Drive. Take 2 or 3 a day. Clinically tested ingredients help increase and boost your natural testosterone levels. Just makes you sleep better. A little testosterone's already in your body. This elevates it. And you sleep a little better, a little more intense, you have a little more energy when you get up. A world-renowned formulator created it over 10 years ago because because he wanted to feel younger. He was got into his 50s. He wanted to feel like he did in his late 30s, early 40s. Now thousands of guys are part of the Team M Drive. Walmart, Walgreens, Sprouts, Vitamin Shop, GNC. Get it anywhere. But you can also go online, save 20%. BuyMDrive.com, type in the promo code HERD, H-E-R-D. That gets you 20% off every time. If you want to feel a little stronger, a little more stamina, sleep a little better, refine your prime with